Hello, here's an overview of the Perfect Pocket collection. If you've not seen the overview of the terrific tags, I do recommend going and having a look at that because the tags, or the tag tops as you get in the terrific tag collections, actually form the backing layer for a majority of the projects that you'll be making with the Perfect Pocket. For instance, this piece here, this can be used with this piece as the back plate to your pocket, or if you replace this piece at the top and you bring one of your terrific tags in, this actually forms a decorative top tag. Now there are 12 options in the terrific tag collections. So you've got 4 Christmas and you've got 8 kind of all season, everyday designs. So these can be the backing plate for your pockets or not. And you can even go a step further and they can be the backing plate to a lovely box that you can make with 3 of your cuts of your Perfect Pocket, one of your tags, and look at that. Wouldn't that be just awesome on your sideboard at Christmas time? That's 20 Lindor chocolates in there. That's what it holds. And I'm going to be putting one of those together in this video, but we're going to be using 4 die cuts from the Perfect Pocket. So we won't be using any of the tags. We'll just have it the same on all 4 sides, just to show a variation. So if we look at the elements that we have here, so you've got this piece that I've already described is the bottom of the tags, or if you use it with this kind of capping piece, it can become the back plate to your pocket if you didn't want to have a decorative topper on. This is your pocket, so the 3 different sides tuck in and that becomes a pocket on the front here, and that's the piece that your gift card pops inside, or obviously you can use it as a money wallet as well, or if you've got any kind of message, or you know, you can obviously, there are lots of things you can use a pocket for. But then to decorate the outside of your pocket, you've got this layer piece, so you can cut pattern paper that would decorate it, or even just a contrasting cardstock, and then use it again with either of the 2 designs. And this one gives you like the look of a present with a bow on the front. Isn't that great? So I put the stripes on it to make it seem a little bit Christmassy, but to be honest, that's any present for any occasion. And then the other one equally can be used for any occasion because it says just for you. So that is as generic as they come. Now if we have a look at 2 pockets, so here we've got 2. These are both from the Christmas tag set. Now that's the 2 different pocket styles. So one has got the bow and one's got the just for you. So you're converting your tags into gift card holders. I've just cut basically pieces of cardstock to simulate. They're exactly the same dimensions as a gift card. So if you're thinking, why is she sliding a piece of grey cardstock in and out? That's just to symbolise your gift card. I didn't want to be using any particular brand. Yeah, so those are the 2 different designs you get. So between the 2 of those, you've got choices. So if you've used it for someone, you can't think, oh, well, I've already used that design for them, because you've got another option. Like if you used it on their birthday and you didn't want to give it to them again for Christmas or whatever, because you've got 12 different options of tops, but you've got 2 options of fronts. Now, obviously, if there is the desire for it, I can bring out some other designs for your pocket fronts, and obviously for your you know, for your tags, for the tops of your tags, your decorative elements, and really nice and deep. So it adds, well, I think, isn't that just a glorious gift card holder? And of course, we have got, which I'll be covering in a different video, we've done the C6 envelope to match. Actually, I should probably look at this one, shouldn't I? Because the envelope has got matching, a few matching panels on the flap. But that is the perfect size to hold your gift card holder. Because if you've got a gift card inside there, you don't want to lose it. So you want to pop it inside an envelope. So there, if you're giving someone a gift card for Christmas or their birthday, you've got a couple of different elements to decorate your envelope. So you've got a handmade envelope, which is all themed. And then you've got a handmade gift card holder to put your gift card in. And it looks a lot more thoughtful, you know, because it is difficult to know what to get people for gifts. And personally, when I give a gift card to somebody, I think, oh, I hope they didn't think that I haven't put any thought into it, because it's normally people that kind of can, you know, when you're not sure what children are into at a particular age group, and you think, I don't know what kind of toys that the kids of that age are into, or what's a bit young for them or a bit old for them. Sometimes I'll get them a gift card and say, well, at least you can get, you know, a particular game that you've been dying to get for your games console, or whatever. So I'll give them a gift card, but I still want to give that handmade kind of, you know, feel to it, and you know, kind of send, you know, that I put some thought into it, and I put some time, and you know, I was thinking of them while I did it. So your gift card can go inside your gift card holder, and if you like, you can use the C6 envelope, which has got some decorative panels to house it. So that's a quick overview of the Perfect Pocket. You've also got a couple of little elements in here. You've got some stars and some hearts, and I think those will cover most events, because with your tags you've got everything that covers from Christmas to birthdays, celebrations, babies, love. So stars and hearts will pretty much cover anything, and I think they're handy little icons to have in general. Okay, so let's put a pocket together. I think first of all we'll do a standalone pocket. So that's using this element with the one that kind of caps it off, the little bar that caps it off. Now that is also great for cutting the panels to go on the front of your tag. So if you want a panel that fits on there perfectly, that's what you want to do that. But if you want to make a pocket that is standalone, and what I mean by that is you haven't got a tag as a backing element, so you haven't got the decorative topper on, this is how you do it. So you're cutting your backing, so I've cut that blue piece there, and with the same colour I've cut my pocket. Okay, so if I take them to one side, now to go on the front of my pocket I've got some pattern paper, so for that I use that die. Okay, so that's that layer, and then because my pattern paper has got some little gold highlights in it, I've got some gold mirror card for my sentiment. So to create that sentiment, we've got this outline die, and you put the Just For You sentiment inside, and when you cut those two together, that gives you your sentiment. So that's how you form your different layers. Now, my backing layer, because it's pattern paper, it's not very heavy. So what I've done is I've cut it again from some cream cardstock. So I'm just going to pop that on the back. So what that does as well is it gives me somewhere to write a message to the recipient. Okay, so that is my so you can pop your, let me turn it around. Actually, that'll look better, won't it? So there, you can slide your gift card in. Actually, what I haven't mentioned is I did design these gift cards, so you could put them in sideways if you wanted. So that's another option. So it'll go both ways. So there you have it. You've got a little pocket to hold a gift card or some money or even a note, you know. It's basically a little pocket, a little envelope that you can use for whatever purpose that you have. You can pop that onto a gift. You can, but I think you can pop it directly into a card. And I have a card here. I don't want to show you the front yet. But you can pop it into a card, and that is quite discreet. But how about you don't put the backing plate on and you put your pocket straight on the front of a card? Now that's another option, isn't it? So your gift card and the gift card holder is actually a focal element on the front of your card. Now that could be the card that you attach to your gift, or that could be, you know, pop that inside an envelope on its own, and then you've kind of got your gift and your card all in one. So there's a couple of different options here. You can use them with your tags, use them without your tags, pop the pocket straight on the front of a card, and then we can make boxes with the pockets too. So let's move on to that. Okay, so what I've got is I've cut the pocket out 4 times. So that's with this piece. So you want to cut the pocket out 4 times. And then with your layering piece, I've cut out some pattern paper. Now obviously this pattern paper is double-sided, so you've got to figure out which side you want to use, because this is the Klein Palmer Designs Wonderful Winter paper pack or paper pad. But it just so happened that 2 of these stockings fit perfectly within that die. Isn't that great? So we've cut that 4 times. Now again, we want to fold along all of the score lines before we attach our layer. Makes it much easier for centering. That's fine. Now, we need the bottom tabs on all 4, but we only need the side tabs on 2. So I've trimmed those off, that one, which means I'll trim the sides off this one. Right, so we've got 2 without the side tabs and 2 with, so that's all good. Now to form the base, we need 2 3.5-inch squares. Now if you've got nested dies, have a look and see if you've got a 3.5-inch square. If not, I've got some square nested dies that are coming out, so you can pick those up at the same time, or just use your paper trimmer and cut 3.5-inch squares. So either way, you might have some nested dies, use a paper trimmer, or I'll have nested dies available. Right, so, and we need to join these together, and all we want to do is we want to alternate them. Okay, last side. This is so easy. This little box, you've just got a couple of pieces, and you've got a great little box. Okay, so what I like to do is put my inside base piece in first. Now I would say it's actually easier to put the outside one on first, and then you can slide the inside one in afterwards, but you run the risk then of not having a perfect shape. Now that's less important when it's a square, because if it's slightly off it doesn't really matter, but the more sides you've got to a shape, if it's all a bit askew, it won't look right. So I am getting in the habit of putting my inside layers in first. It's good practice. I'm making myself. Okay, so I have got my nested dies, always have a stitch detail. So for the inside, I want my stitch detail to be facing downwards. So now, because this is red liner tape, it's gonna grab straight away. So I'm bending them out, and I like to use one as kind of like the anchor point. And then when that goes in, that squares everything up, so it can't go askew, if you see what I mean. It can't like kind of twist and go like diagonal. And then all you need to do is just push down, so you can use a tool, and then then your base is in a perfect square. Okay, so we're nearly done. All we've got to do is put our bottom layer on. So I'm going to push down again to get those 2 pieces, sandwiching those tabs in between them, and there we have it. So we've cut our pocket, so that's this piece. 4 times we cut that piece, and then we've got 2 3.5-inch squares, and that's basically the construction of this box. How simple is that? And then we've used the side dies, and we've used my paper pack to decorate it. We've got our little stockings here. Now you can cut 4 more if you like of these from the pattern paper, so I didn't actually think of that, but looking, I've got some tabs here on the 2 sides, so I'm thinking actually that might be something that I would like to do, is cut 4 more of these and just pop them on the inside, just pop them around. The bottom doesn't need any more because that's quite sturdy, and the tabs are covered over, but I'm thinking I might like to line the inside, so yeah, that's something that I'll do. But then let's fill it with some chocolates. So I've got some Lindor chocolates here, and I've got 20 again. So these should fit. Yep, they just fit in. So there you have it. Isn't that a lovely little box? Now, you could give that as a gift. You could pop that inside some cellophane. You could get the rolls of cellophane wrap. I've seen them in lots of places. I get them from my local shop, which has little prices, if you know what I mean. But I very often get cellophane wrap up there at Christmas. So that would be an amazing little gift if you were just to put some cellophane wrap around it. It's quite heavy with all those chocolates. And then tie it with a nice ribbon. But yeah, I would definitely, I mean, if I was going round to someone's house for dinner or something like that, what a great little gift to take with you. And then they can open it up, pop it on the sideboard, and people can help themselves. So that's another way you can use your pocket. So this is the version with the tag at the back. And what I've done is I've used the panels. I've used the front panel, the heart. It's not a heart, it's a bow, to make it look like a present. So, but you can use the other panel that says just for you. You could use that on the sides as well. So you've kind of got three different ways to decorate your box. But if you think about how many options you've got for your backing plate there, well, you've got 12 tags to choose from. So you can either go without one, or you've got 12 options for your backing plate. I mean, obviously, if this is the kind of thing that you want to have out at Christmas, there are 4 Christmas designs. So, you know, I know at Christmas, my family's always had sweets out at Christmas and nuts. You know, the nuts in the shells and you break them open with your nutcracker. So that's the kind of thing that my family has out at Christmas. So they'd be great for that. So yeah, you've got 4 options there if you wanted to do that. But I think that's fab. And yeah, they're at least 3.5 inches square. Okay, so the last thing we haven't done is simply to put a pocket on a tag. So again, what we've done for this one, we've got the base of our tag, and we've got our tag top. Actually, it might be a good idea if I just go through quickly the different ways that you can actually join these together. If you've got a magnetic sheet in your sandwich, those 2 pieces will just hold together like that, because if you have a look, they're just like little jigsaw pieces. So this comes from the original Lincoln set that I brought out a few years ago. But obviously this is, we've advanced it now. So you can do that. If you want to, if you don't have a magnetic sheet in your sandwich, just put a little bit of tape underneath the joint, facing upwards. Just a little bit of your low tack tape that you use for your crafting. And then when you pop your tag into place, the tape is holding the 2 pieces together. Just enough. I mean, it's low tack tape. It's not going to do any harm if it sticks on your cardstock or anything, because it's your normal low tack tape. Now the other way you can do it, if you don't like the tape facing upwards, is you take a little bit of your low tack tape again, and when you pop these pieces on your cutting plate, because there's a wide lip on the outside of your cutting edge, you add a little bit of low tack tape over the join, and you're essentially taping it down to your cutting plate. So then all you need to do then is come along with your piece of cardstock, place it over the top, then run it through, because it's being held in place onto your cutting plate with that little bit of tape, and all the cutting edges are facing upwards, and then just put that on and run it through. So there's 3 ways that they join together. So whatever way, you know, whatever machine you've got, whatever sandwich you've got, whether you've got a magnet sheet or not, you'll be fine. So easy. Okay, so that's the way we get our tag. Then again, we are using our pocket. So I've cut that in some lightweight card. That's some texture card. That's my faux gift card. And then I've got the layering panel. So I've cut out some cardstock. And if you remember, we had some little stars. So I've cut out some little pearlescent stars, because I'm not going to put a sentiment on the front of this panel. I'm not going to be using, because you know how we've got the, we've either got the bow or the just for you. You don't have to use those. So I just want to show you a little bit of everything. So let's pop this together. And there you are. So there, you're turning the tag into a gift card holder, and we're keeping it nice and simple because we've not put any of the front panels on. So let's have a look now at the different things that we've done with the pockets. So in the most basic form, it's a pocket as a standalone pocket. So you can pop that inside a card, loose. You can pop your pocket directly onto the front of a card, or equally you could have adhered it to the inside of the card. So that's two ways. You can put it on the front of a tag without your, I've got a little bit creased, isn't it? Without a front panel. You can pop it onto the front of a tag with a front panel. So that's 4 ways we can use our pockets. Then cut the pockets 4 times to make a little box. Wrap that in cellophane, a little bit of ribbon. That would be a perfect gift for a neighbour, someone that you would just want to say thank you to, if you're going out to dinner somewhere. Perfect. And then if you combine the pocket with the tag on the back, you've got a lovely serving dish really to pop on your sideboard. So there you are. Those are the different ways you can use your pocket die, and I'm sure there's more. So that'll start you off, I think. But can you see how useful this collection will be in your stash?